As far as inspectors, see, at the end of the day, the best way to build this team, again, is going back to the referral-based thing of asking other investors who they use, right? I don't typically get home inspections all the time anymore. I used to get a home inspection every single time on every property I bought. But a lot of properties I've bought over the years have been sight unseen. And if I can't go inside, for whatever reason, there's tons of reasons why I've not been able to get inside a property before I bought it, then it's hard to get an inspector inside, right? If you buy at the foreclosure auction, you're typically buying those sight unseen. And so if you can't get in, it's hard to get a home inspector in. But assuming you can get in, assuming you have that ability to get a home inspection, then you might want to start asking other real estate investors who they've used in the past as far as home inspectors. But inspectors are relatively easy to also find on Google, right? You can just Google home inspection companies. And if I had to start from scratch, again, if I moved out to Los Angeles, had to start from scratch, personally, I would probably feel more comfortable if I went to Google, pulled up a search, hiring the national big-named companies. The home inspectors that have a big presence, they're a franchise or whatever, they're typically going to play by better rules in that they're going to have higher standards, higher certifications. I don't know about California, but ironically here in the state of Utah, there is no required certification, qualification that a home inspector needs to become a home inspector, right? A real estate agent has to go to real estate agent school. A doctor has to go to medical school. Cosmetologist has to go to cosmetology school. A home inspector here in the state of Utah can literally, anyone listening right now could decide they want to be a home inspector, start a website, and start posting social media ads to market themselves. And you, whoever you are listening right now, could call yourself a home inspector right now because there's no required certification that one needs. So it can be a little bit scary that you could hire some guy who is struggling in his other career and decides he's going to have a side hustle and decides to be a home inspector because he hears that you don't have to have any qualifications, starts a website, makes some social media posts, and you call him up and he's your first inspection. He knows nothing about houses. That might not be the best inspector you want to hire. And so if I was to pick up and move to another city, I'm going to usually call the bigger companies that play by better rules because there are certifications that you can go out and get. They're just not required. And these bigger companies typically send their inspectors to go get those certifications so that when you hire these individuals, you're getting somebody that at least knows the ins and outs of a house, right? Or a building or whatever it is that you're investing in. So again, Google search these. If you're needing to find an inspector, Google search it, but then kind of stick to the guys that are bigger players, bigger national companies, if possible. And again, like I said before, I'll keep saying this, the best way is to find some investors who are also doing it and just ask them who they use.